Gentrification and the rebuilding of urban areas is a critical issue right now for several reasons. One is it's the target of development in the state of New Jersey. New Jersey policy right now is for redevelopment. Redevelopment occurs in urban areas. And so for me, it's kind of like deja vu all over again. I mean, I started doing urban renewal work in Camden because the goal was to undermine low and moderate income communities and to bring in a better class of people. Right now, the fear, of course, is that in places like Jersey City, Hoboken, Camden, if it actually ever can do it, the redevelopment of these areas is going to be redevelopment for middle and upper income people, and it's going to either force lower income people out, or it's certainly not going to provide opportunities for them. So sure, that's a major focus of the Mount Laurel case right now. Like, redevelopment is a major factor in some of these decisions, or some of the litigation. Mount Laurel's been around long enough that it probably is doing redevelopment at this point. So the other factor that's going on is a lot of the term for a lot of the funding for low and moderate income housing projects is running out. As a result of that, the obligation of the owners of that housing to provide low and moderate income units is running out. And so a lot of that is housing that was built in urban areas, because you're going back 40 years, as 30, 40 years. So it's even more pressure now to protect those who are living in housing who may lose that housing simply by virtue of the fact that mortgages are terminating. And efforts by the municipality, of course, to redevelop and bring in upper income people. But we've been through that before. We know what that looks like. Rutgers Camden is what it looks like, because Rutgers Camden was developed in the Cooper Grant area of Camden, where they just wiped out low and moderate income neighborhoods so that Rutgers could be where it is. A lawsuit that Camden Regional Legal Services lost. But be that as it may, we're being told to focus on the inner city right now, because, as I said, it's state policy to foster development in the inner cities. And in more urban, suburban areas. So yeah, that's a very big issue. And the law should be there to provide opportunities for lawyers to target those areas, and they are. How else to put this? This all comes down to a question of will. Do you want to do this or not? So it's the integrity of the New Jersey courts. Are they going to do this or aren't they going to do it? Most governments, municipal governments, if they can get away with not doing it, they'll try to get away with not doing it. Nobody gets elected because they put in a low and moderate income housing project, I guess. This is playing out right now and has been for years. What are the implications of urbanization? And as I said, the Mount Laurel case started from there, from the urban renewal litigation in the 60s and early 70s. So now we're having urban renewal litigation.